Ladies and gentlemen, it is my distinct pleasure and privilege to welcome you once again to the Hard Rock Casino and Hotel in the beautiful city of Hollywood, Florida, for Unconquered, presented to you by the Action Fight League and sanctioned by UMAF. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. He stands 5 feet, 9 inches tall, and weighed in at 154.8 pounds. Yes. Fighting out of Futures MMA by way of Fort Myers, Florida, with an unblemished record of 8 wins to 0 losses. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Aldo Domiguez. And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, standing also 5 foot, 9 inches tall, weighing in at 155.4 pounds, fighting out of A&M, by way of Coconut Creek, Florida, with a record of 4 wins and 1 loss. Give it up out of the red corner for Trevor Shcnurpel. Your judges for this bout are Elian Rodriguez, Lou Martinez, and Dr. Denise Jacobs. And the third man in the ring for this bout is the legendary James Waring. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get down to business.
All right, this should be a good one. You heard the crowd for Aldo Domiguez going absolutely nuts. He's on the right-hand side of your screen fighting out of the blue corner. And Trevor Shcnurpel is on the left-hand side of your screen fighting out of the red corner. He's got the black trunks. And Aldo Domiguez has the white trunks with blue gloves. Looks like we might have something on the canvas we got to take care of. Starts off with a nice kick. This fight's scheduled for 5 2-minute rounds at 154 pounds. You got to give the belt away, Don the Dragon Wilson, to Chris Kidwell. What did he tell you? You gave him the belt.
Thanks. I know. I just congratulated him, and he's pretty happy. I remember, it's always, I won 11 world titles, but it's always the first one that is the one that's close to your heart. And these guys look to be fighting pretty hard too, and are evenly matched again, well matched. And a lot of times when you see these fights, you see one guy coming forward, one back, and you think, well, the guy going forward must be the one winning, or it's not always that way. I was what they call a counter fighter, and I liked it when the opponents came at me because I timed them and then I countered them. So, this could be going on here. Although the guy coming forward is, I better get my notes down here.
fighting out of the corners. Trevor Shcnurpel getting out of that neutral corner wisely. And round
Good
one
round for both
the
of them.
record book.
Pretty good round. Pretty good round. Both of them.
Here, action from the opener. And there you see Aldo Domiguez getting coached by legendary Crafton Wallace, the Blaze. Blaze Crafton Wallace has his son fighting on the pro card later tonight. And so Domiguez getting some elite coaching. And again, the crowd.
There you go. Welcome, shoot right there. Right there. Hey, you welcome, shoot. Stay on his ass. He on shoot, stay on. Go shoot, double it. Go shoot, man.
If Trevor's going to go forward, he's got to keep his hands up. He's got to keep his hands up.
Trevor Shcnurpel is trying to get some offense going here. Domiguez just seems a little more fluid.
Double, shoot, double.
Domiguez with his back to the center of the cage, right where his coach wants him. Now closing the distance, pressing Shcnurpel up against the ropes. Finally, Shcnurpel gets back to the center of the ring. Both of these 154-pounders fighting for dominance. Dominance in the ring. Close. I know we've beat a dead horse on the close matchmaking, but again, another close fight.
It's been that way all night. Although they do have moments like that where one dominates. And those are the moments that win you the round.
Domiguez pounding Shcnurpel up into his own corner.
Double it. Shoot, double jab.
Good work in the neutral corner for Domiguez.
I don't understand what Trevor was doing there. He just stopped punching and backed out.
And let his hands down. Momentary lapse of concentration.
I don't know what there was.
You don't have that freedom when you're in there against the dominator.
No, you got to protect yourself at all times because while you're talking or doing whatever it is he was doing, he could get caught.
Domiguez is coming off 2 KO wins, looking for his 3rd KO here tonight. There's action from round 2. Shcnurpel had his moments, but I feel like Domiguez just is the more fluid of the two. Crafton Blaze Wallace with his son Marcellus will be later tonight on the pro card. Here we go. Round number 3. Head kick. Good high hands, though, for Shcnurpel.
Can't stop the jab. Forward, shoot, forward. Double jab, shoot, one round.
Oh, this is this is where Dominguez was doing his damage in round number 2 in Shcnurpel's own corner. The chant is Aldo. This is not a good look for Shcnurpel. He wasn't really hurt there, but it's just not a good look.
When you cover up and go up against the ropes, the judges just lean the other way. They just lean the other way.
Oh, overhand right from Dominguez.
Dominguez seems to be a little quicker to me. Just by watching, I think he's a little quicker. I don't know about conditioning and about power, but the speed is there, I think.
Oh, nice left hand from Dominguez. Follows it up with a combination. Back for more punishment.
There's a lot of good shots in there. But it's dangerous because he almost landed a right hook.
What a round for Aldo, the Dominator Domiguez.
Yep, I think so.
Two or three times, Shcnurpel was punished in his own round. In his own corner. And, it's the last thing the judges are seeing. Pretty easy call for the judges, in my opinion. There you see legendary James Waring came out of retirement to referee these 2 final title fights.
Well, I believe this is a charity show, from what I understand, and money being raised is going to a very good cause, helping the homeless. So I believe it's attached to a charity. That's why I think this event got a lot of support. But I know it mattered to me, and I'm sure it mattered to James Waring.
I know you faced him in the past.
Yeah, we fought in Japan many years ago. Very close fight, too.
Any talk of making you guys our 4th title fight for the night, you and James?
No, there can be a lot of talk, but it ain't gonna happen. These are the guys who are at the age of the fights. They're the fighters.
Oh,
wow.
kick.
That looked good. It was blocked, but it looked good.
Dominguez is bright-eyed and bushy-tailed.
Yeah.
You see the clarity in his eyes.
And he's using knees in there, too. And Trevor's countering with leg kicks.
Trevor's fighting back.
Oh, there's no doubt about it.
It's a scrap.
They're not quitting. Nobody's quit. Blast that leg kick in there. He likes it.
Nice right from Trevor, trying to get something going here in the final 20 seconds.
Fatigue is really set in with both of them, so, Good back kick.
He knows how to end the rounds.
He does.
He's got a 10-second clock in his head, bro.
He feels him.
Yes, he does.
That spin back kick in the body, that might have won it from him. That might have. That's the last thing the referee's going to see, or the judge is going to see before they write down the score. Spin back kick right in the stomach. It did put him on the floor, though, because I've seen that stop the fight. The spin back kick, if you're not expecting it, it takes everything out of you.
There you saw Trevor try one of his own, and Dominguez answered with his own.
Oh, look at the knees in there. These guys are not staring at each other. They're punching and kicking and kneeing nonstop almost.
Definite scrap. Uppercut combo from Domiguez. If you're in Shcnurpel's corner right now, what are you telling him?
Fight's up in the air. You don't have it. You got to go for it. You got to knock this guy. Sometimes you go for the knockout. You don't go for hitting jabs and scoring points because you can't even trust your referees or the judges sometimes. You got to knock him out. They should be telling him, you got to win by KO. Because that's what got me to knock out my last opponent. My trainer said, you got to win by KO. Go. So then there's no more jabbing. There's no more playing. You just go right in there and knock him out.
That crowd is calling for the knockout from their favorite son, Aldo the Dominator Domiguez.
Well, when it's close like this, they should both be going for the KO. Neither one should be feeling like he's got it absolutely in the can right now with a decision. It's close. They need to go for damage. They need to make some damage.
Each of these 154-pounders have had their moments, but I do think the Dominators had more of them. So, you know, if you are Shcnurpel, you got to feel like you're fighting from behind and here in the final minute. Oh, Shcnurpel just missed a spinning back kick. They were both smiling after that. That was a lights-out kick if Shcnurpel had stuck it. Domiguez is winning these exchanges in the final minute of the final round. He's pressuring.
Yeah. He's actually landed a lot, and he's got him covering up, and it's a bad look for Trevor.
10 seconds.
Don't stop now, because he's taking it back. If you look at him, Trevor is putting the pressure on.
Great fight. Great fight.
Very good. Very good.
Watch the body language between these two.
Both guys are both guys could be potential champions. They got the heart. I don't know who's going to get the decision, but they both got a heart.
And you see a lot of respect for both these fighters in the other's corner. Both corners embracing their opponent. And it's just, as you were saying earlier, it's just something great to see. Grafton Blaze Wallace comes over to say hey to Chuck.
Well, that reminds the audience that this is a sport. Should not be hatred in a sport. If you're playing tennis, you think you'll win if you hate the other guy? Does that help you win a tennis match?
It does not help.
If you're playing golf, do you have to hate everybody else? No. Not everybody looks at it that way. I know that, though. You know, that's the way I look at it. It's a sport.
And presenting the title to the winner, James Waring, a legend, kickboxing and boxing multi-weight champion and record holder. Please give it up for both of our fighters for this 5-round bout. Your winner by unanimous decision, out of the blue corner, Aldo Domiguez.
And you see Trevor Shcnurpel clapping louder than anyone else. I think he knew in his heart of heart that Aldo Domiguez just outfought him here tonight.
Right.
And now you see the emotion slowly coming over the face of Aldo Domiguez. He's had the poker face all night long. Now finally the emotion. Trevor Shcnurpel, nothing but class. But it is Aldo